something I want to play around with. Just an idea I had, inspired by Jim Groom's DS106 course, which is to tell my Edtech life in 3 gifts. And no, Jim, that's not gifts, but gifts, as in presents. So the first gift is a cactus. The cactus was given to me by some people at the Open University after I'd shared a big e-learning course there called T171, New York Computer on the Net. This was back in '99. And lots of people told me, you can't do an e-learning course, no one wants to study that way. You won't get, I was told you won't get 50 students on that course. And we got 15,000 students, which made me very happy. But I think the cactus is an interesting metaphor, so it's kind of reliable and robust. I've had this cactus now 10 years, I think. It still lives in my bathroom. But it's also dangerous and prickly and lots of things you should be wary about it, which I think kind of is a metaphor for e-learning in general. The next gift is a tile, which was given to me by Scott Leslie, who's a Canadian blogger. So what this really represents is where I went next after e-learning, which was to become a blogger. I've become rather frustrated with sort of centralised e-learning systems, and I wanted some of the freedom that being online outside of a normal university system allows. And I've got to say, blogging was my first love. I think it's fantastic, and it's really central to my online identity and my academic identity. And so it's something I've managed to share lots of ideas and develop a really good network of people. And I think the tile's interesting in that because it's a physical gift, which Scott gave me when he came over to stay. And I've met a lot of the people I know online in various places. And what's interesting about blogging is I think it kind of sits between these two worlds. It's both informal in that I can post whatever I want there, it's outside of the Open University, but it relates very much to my professional identity as well. The third gift is that of a camera, which my wife gave me this year for Christmas. So what this really represents is all the kind of Web 2 services, the stuff that I like to play around with, and so there's kind of, you can see a continuum here of these 3 gifts. So from the kind of very formal e-learning structure to blogging, which is in the middle, kind of sits on the boundary between the two, and now over into the kind of very informal stuff. And the reason my wife gave me a camera was because I've been trying to do this 365 photos thing on Flickr. I'm not a very good photographer, but it's helped structure my learning. I think there's something, this is where we kind of need to go next, something very interesting about how these tools help inspire you, and you share stuff, and then you want to kind of formalise your own learning. I think there's an awful lot that universities can learn from that themselves. So it's really about playing, about games, and sharing with other people. And it's good fun, as is Jim's course. I think we'll see in that. What I also like about it is the way it kind of generates new ideas itself. As soon as you start doing something, you come across a group, for instance, who are using particular tools or have a particular theme, and that inspires you to go out and take another photo, and so on. So, there's my story in 3 gifts: a cactus, a tile, and a camera. Please tell me your story.